So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love it.
He's gone for goal! Rudiger! Truly a man who will pass the test of time!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of...
Fermin! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Tonali. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's a good ball out wide. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Di Lorenzo. Some good work on the right flank here. Tonali.
Just as I thought, Peter.
He's tried one!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared away. And it's Thuram. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. And this is Del Piero. And he's had a hit! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Di Lorenzo. Van Dijk. And it's Di Lorenzo. Onana.
Has been indicated.
Tonali does really well to win the ball there. The ball has bounced loose now. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Back towards the middle. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! Di Lorenzo clears. Thuram. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Barcelona, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 16, Fermin.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lookman.
Botafogo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kakitani, Lookman. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot!
Botafogo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kakitani. It's Kakitani! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Botafogo back on level terms. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And it's Kakitani. And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the right. In with the challenge. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's going for goal! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfect.
And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Rummenigge, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And the pass is intercepted. Tonali. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali. And it's Van Dijk. Onana. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram.
First quarter of an hour gone.
That's a little off target. Oh, just skips past his man. Rummenigge! Goal! Barcelona! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. And Del Piero! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Out towards the flank. Lovely feed.
Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rummenigge. Now it's Lopez. And that's gone loose. Aimed beyond the defence. Lopez. Oh, smashing header! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead.
Substitution.
So off we go once more. De Ligt. Bassi. De Ligt. And it's Van Dijk. Oh, good read. Tonali with the foul. And it's Del Piero. And he shoots! Irwin got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Kakitani. He's gone for goal! It's hit the upright. Danger averted for now. Tonali. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Martinez. And he plays one through. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Kakitani. And the shot! And that is high.
Botafogo are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Irwin. Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldinho. Now it's Del... Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Keeper's got his work done.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Bassi can get it clear. He's going for goal! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Di Lorenzo. Foot in. Di Lorenzo with a definite foul there. And the keeper threw out a limb.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Barcelona are almost home and dry now. Some resolute defending there. Tries to play it through. Del Piero. Kakitani. Oh, it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lookman. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
And a quick
Rummenigge picking up the man of the... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge. Neatly clipped into space. Ronaldinho! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. De Ligt is there, and he can get that clear. He's going for goal! And that has fair fizzed.
Dixon clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
De Ligt. Onana. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Nicely shaped ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Di Lorenzo. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a little off target. Now it's Kakatani. Fermin receives it in a good position here. He's beaten the chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And the shot! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team.
Mateus! Against the crossbar. Nicked it back promptly. Tonali.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Barcelona are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Kakitani! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is face-to-face. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Botafogo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, off the bar! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Del Piero. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! He's gone for goal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Di Lorenzo. Zanetti goes sliding in. Rummenigge is onto this. Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Fermin. Done delicately. And he's intervened well there. Fermin. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Van Dijk makes the interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Fermin.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Fermin. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. And it's Lopez. Thuram looking to add to his goal. Now it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Rummenigge is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is lovely.
2 added minutes has been
Thuram.
indicated.
And it's Lopez. Kakitani. And that's it. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now it's Pato. Rummenigge. Now there's Rummenigge! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashra.
And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Hakimi. And it's Bergkamp. Fernandes. He's tried one! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away. Bergkamp crosses. That's going to go a long way. Fernandes. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Still goalless. Now it's Pato. Oh, that's well spotted. Bergkamp. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rummenigge might just make this. And it's Del Piero.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
De Jong, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafinha. Feyenoord looking to pass their way through. De Jong makes the interception. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Rummenigge, good driving run. And this is Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Bergkamp. Aimed beyond the defence. It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! There's the shot! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was...
Pato! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Fernandes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker.
It's Pato! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And he's cut it out. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Zola! World class from Zola! A finish right from the top draw! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 24, Bergkamp.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 16.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Koundé tries to clear. Good read, needed to be.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Fermin. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good-looking ball. Fermin is onto this.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Fernandez. Gets to show off his quick feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they're quick to get it back. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Lopez. Now who's going to be first to this? Great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Rummenigge just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's De Jong. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game, A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And now, to all members of the crowd,
Well, what are
I'd
your
like
thoughts
to
on today's
ask you
game
to
then,
join
Jim?
me in
Look,
wishing
Peter,
our
a strength
birthday
in any
boy
team
a
has to be
very
at the
special
heart of your
birthday.
defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, we're on the way.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Brilliantly cut out. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti with the clearance. Goes for a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Xabi Alonso. Irwin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Raul might just make this. No goals as yet. That's good vision. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's through here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. Played back in. Now it's Lopez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's intervened well there.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That is good alertness. 5 minutes till the break. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul.
2 added minutes has
Mateus,
been indicated.
looking for options for movement. And now they can clear their lines. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second. Shapes to shoot! Well, that has not gone well. And here's Raul. Irwin. Played into space out wide. Oh, super ball! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Owen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Raul attempts a clearance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good take in a good area. Corner. Corner number 2 then. No, he's managed to misplace that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Just about up to 75 minutes. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Raul going full steam down the flank. Raul, well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona still ahead by the game's only goal. Looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? Osimhen! No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cleared without complication. Mateus. And it's McAllister. Fernando Torres. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dixon.
So nearly the perfect ball.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Tries to pass it through.
Pullet plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety. It's out of play for a goal kick. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Tries to play it through. That's a sharp pass. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
And he's in Matches Cunha! Goal! Barcelona! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Great chance!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Lopez. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Fermin chasing after it.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Matches Cunha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. No way through. Tonali. Now it's Lopez. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide.
There will be 1 minute.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Fermin. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 10, Dennis Long. Number 9.
And the second half gets underway.
Coming on the field.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Looking for options for movement.
Oh, important interception.
And he's gone looking for safety. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Quality ball. Argentina finding their passes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Lopez. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that's a simple one for the keeper. No, again there's no way through. And it's Lopez. Can he finish? It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's intervened well there. Argentina looking to pass their way through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's Inzaghi! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Terrific header! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely spread. And this is Messi. And Messi! It's loose, in for the pieces. Big moment, massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Fermin! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Mateus. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fermin goes steaming forward. Mateus, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Filippo Inzaghi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
Can he finish? It's Ronaldo. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Irwin. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lopez. Rummenigge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's gone for goal!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Quality ball. Now it's Del Piero. Dixon. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona.
Great chance! And we have our very first corner. Big header! Goal! have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So will they make it count again? He gets big, and he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Chance!
Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Can he get it through? Baresi calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams count.
Takes a shot! McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mateus. And it's Lopez. Shot at goal! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 30, Messi.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It's run loose here. Rodrigo Muniz. Palmer. Aimed beyond the defence. Fernandez. He won't be happy with that one. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Muniz.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? He has done it! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great...
He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 11, Filippo Inzaghi. Coming on the field is number 22, Donadoni.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. McAllister, and it's Rijkaard. And the through ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rijkaard. Rijkaard makes the interception. Here's a chance! That's got him rattled. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
The action has already started.
And it's Lopez. Matheus Cunha.
Out towards the flank.
Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Wirtz!
Oh, and again! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Forlan. It's Forlan! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Lopez. Can he get it through? And the pass is intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Forlan.
Forlan! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Fermin. Spread out to the left. Chiellini cuts it out. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts...
Real chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Cleared without complication.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face to face. It's Ronaldinho! Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting. McTominay! And that has fair fizzed. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Forlan. Van Dijk is there to clear. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. McTominay. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Forlan! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Matheus Cunha.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's free, he has got space. And that's played in low. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So it's back to business. And he's picked out the run. Great chance! In for the pieces! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona take the lead. Fermin! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Fermin really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Forlan. Forlan looking to penetrate opposition lines. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's going for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Rummenigge. Look at the space here. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
McTominay. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Matheus Cunha. That's good vision. Oh, that is a good chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. McAllister. Now McTominay. Ronaldinho looking to add to his goal. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Matheus Cunha. Lopez. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. And he
goes for a shot! McAllister. Ronaldinho. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
And the finish! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! A finish of true class! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona, and the shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Just eases him off the ball. Fermin receives it in a good position here. Albert Ferrer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ronaldinho. That's rather hopeful. Into the last 5 minutes. And that's been won straight back. Chiellini. Matheus Cunha. Rummenigge. Chiellini. And it's Zanetti. Gets to show off his quick feet. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Wits! Now that looks a decent ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got away. A heavy challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. 4 extra minutes added on. That's the end. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Fermin, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had.
Won't we?
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Del Piero!
Pullet. Fermin. Gattuso. And it's Michel Platini.
Out towards the flank.
Fermin.
Del Piero.
Fermin.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Rummenigge shapes the shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. India.
Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That is a crunching tackle. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away?
Adriano really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Has a look and place it forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass is just off target. Lovely pass. Real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pullet. Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge. He's away. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Out to the right. Knocks it into space. An instinctive delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
India have their second corner now. And he's taking no chance for a shot! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
India give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's intervened well there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, super fun. Goes for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zanetti clears it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on...
And Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Platini. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped
Just eases him off the ball. Zanetti. Fermin in acres of space out wide. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. India have the chance to go the other way. Looking to play him in. Tonali. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lopez. And it's Hullet. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Shoots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baresi gathers from the goal kick. He shifted it to the flank. Del Piero. Picked out Mateos! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Zanetti. Zanetti crosses. There's the header! He has done it! Deep into injury time! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
India. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Del Piero.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So Jim, how do you reflect on... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. India with the corner, they're first. And that has been knocked clear. Takes the shot!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
Gattuso brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for...
Del Piero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's quick to snatch it back. Platini, he's gone for goal. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Dixon. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rummenigge is onto this. Soboslai, he is through here. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and...
He's had a shot! He has done it! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Taken back almost at once. And he's in on goal, has a shot! It's hit the upright. Deftly away. Rummenigge. Now it's Puskás. Tries from distance. That is ended up in no man's land.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's only too happy. And Puskás! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Oh, that's neat. Soboslai had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately, big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Soboslai. Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed.
Rummenigge goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Brilliantly cut out. Irwin. Szoboszlai. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tonali. And the shot! Always going over the top.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Oh, that's well spotted. Ribery. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Del Piero really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Tries to play it through, and he was quick to react. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pato! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are right back within touch! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
India give themselves a fight. It's Pato! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in. Now that looks a decent ball. Could be danger here.
Added minute has been indicated.
Buffon clears. And here's Lopez. Nesta. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And that's it. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And just a quick reminder to
Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this is just
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans look... Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Has a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
And the counter is on.
Now that's well seen too. Del Piero. India finding their passes. Fermin. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Fernandez. Thinks about the shot. Rummenigge! And a chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Zanetti. Rummenigge. Great ball, and he's in here! Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's in a great position here. Rummenigge. And the pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero has got himself a free kick. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Fermin. Rummenigge. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Rummenigge. Long ball upfield. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Fermin
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Platini. And it's Del Piero. And Mateus.
2 added minutes has been
skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Another throw-in.
Mateus. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. Rummenigge. Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. It's a threatening ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Buffon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Buffon!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Not the most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Irwin. And he's found a way past. Gattuso. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Baresi. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! Yes! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Del Piero. Number 25.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 16.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Number 22.
Pass somewhat off target.
Number 8.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Number 13. It's
Tonali.
substitutions taking place.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Wirtz. Irwin is looking to influence the game from out wide. Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Law has it in a wide position. Wirtz, he rises! Opts to play it back. Real chance! Decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Fernandez. Number 7, Tonali. Coming on the field, number 24, Bergkamp.
Pato.
Number 4, Mateu.
Barcelona are
Substitution.
coasting towards victory.
And he's surging through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from
Added
him.
minute has been indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Bergkamp. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Law. Witz. Can he get it through? Irwin picks it up out wide. Tries to get it clear.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
A quick reminder today that smoking
How
is
do you look
only
back on the
allowed in
game then,
areas
Jim?
shown on
I
this
think we
map.
just saw it.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feet. Goes for a shot!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, shooting chance!
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi stood up well to him there. And it's Wirtz. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head on it! Goal! Barcelona!
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are...
Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now?
And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! Now it's Wirtz. And the shot's on here. Irwin. Now it's Wirtz. Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Olmo. Played out towards the right wing.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? And here's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Big header! Great chance!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, some tackle that. Dani Olmo. That's a good ball out wide. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Del Piero. Robson plays a sharp little ball here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Now it's Wirtz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chiellini. Robson. Aimed beyond the defence. Tonali. And it's Del Piero. Wirtz! And no, that was never going to make it. That's been cut out, well played. That's a good run down the left. And here's Wirtz. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi. Messi. Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Robson knocks it into space. Now it's Del Piero. Threads one in. Rummenigge. He could be in here. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a
Shoots! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ruben. Chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they've got their lead back. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Robson. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to play it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona really were very impressive in the way they found pocket.